1.11.1 The electric field of an electric dipole. The electric field of the pair of charges minus q and q at any point in space can be found out from Coulomb's law and the superposition principle. The results are simple for the following two cases: when the point is on the dipole axis and when it is in the equatorial plane of the dipole, that is, on a plane perpendicular to the dipole axis through its center. The electric field at any integral point P is obtained by adding the electric fields of negative charge and positive charge by the parallelogram law of vectors. First, for the points on the axis. Let the P be a point at a distance r from the center of the dipole and on the side of the charge q, as shown in figure 1.20a. Then, the electric field due to the negative charge will be minus kq divided by r plus a whole square times unit vector p, where p is the unit vector along the dipole axis, that is from minus q to plus q. Also, the electric field due to the positive charge equals to kq divided by r minus a whole square. The total field at P is vector E is equals to the vector sum of the electric field due to positive and the negative charges, and the answer is kq times 4ar divided by whole square of r square minus a square, and for r very greater than a, total electric field is k times 4qa divided by r cube times unit vector of the dipole moment vector direction. Second, for the points on the equatorial plane, the magnitudes of the electric field due to the two charges plus q and minus q are given by E equals kq divided by r square plus a square, and due to the negative charge electric field is equals to kq divided by r square plus a square. We see that both the electric fields are equal in magnitude because the charges are of same magnitude and they are equidistant from the point P. The directions of E plus q and E minus q are shown in the figure 1.2b. Clearly, the components normal to the dipole axis cancel away. The components along the dipole axis add up. The total electric field is opposite to dipole moment. We have net electric field is equals to k times 2qa divided by r square plus a square का whole power 3/2 times unit vector of the dipole moment. And at very large distances, that is at r very greater than a, this reduces to k times 2qa divided by r cube times the unit vector dipole moment. From equations 1.15, which is the expression for the electric field due to the dipole on its axis for a short dipole actually, and the equation 1.18, which is the electric field due to the dipole on the equatorial line again for a short dipole. It is clear that the dipole at large distances does not involve q and a separately. It depends on the product of qa. This suggests the definition of dipole moment. The dipole moment vector p of an electric dipole is given by p equals q into 2a. That is, it is a vector whose magnitude is charge times the separation 2a between the separation between charges minus and plus q, and the direction is along the line from minus q to plus q. In terms of P, the electric field of a dipole at large distances taken in simple forms at a point on the dipole axis equals to, now we are saying in terms of dipole moment, which is 2 times kp by r cube, and on the equatorial plane it is kp by r cube, which is half of the electric field on the axis.